YouTube, today we are here with more story quests. Today we are playing NAVIA'S story quest. This is one that I've been excited for one big reason. I want to see what's going to happen with the whole Malus Silver situation. Who are the guys that are replacing them? They mean a lot to me, especially with this character. I'm excited to see how it goes, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching over here. Come to Twitch to watch stuff like this live. Subscribe, and let's hop into it. I hope this is good, man. I haven't heard anything about it. I've not seen anything about it either. Braving the tides together. What a woman. That's a woman right there. Shimmering memories. One day, you were stopped by a familiar voice while in the court of Fontaine. I feel like we're gonna deal a lot with her trauma.
Sure what to do next.
With what happened with the last arc. There wasn't a bunch of closure. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Frame 1. We got her frame 1.
That voice. It's Navia.
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
Just getting our daily dose of adventure in. No plans in particular.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
Poisson. I love
We've
that
wrapped
word.
up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of.
Dude, she is so pretty. Mary Poppins, but done right. You know?
Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
Wasn't Spina di Rosula affected too? Shouldn't you really be the ones offering compensations? Should you really be the ones? Shouldn't like the court do this?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court,
That's what I was
in
saying.
my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well.
You couldn't stop primordial god water, bro. You can't stop that. It's not your fault.
Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is
How much
signing
money do they
agreements
have?
for the damages to be repaid at a later date.
Are they just like borrowing money? There should be some kind of relief fund for tragedies like this. Listen, Fontaine knew this shit was coming and they didn't have a relief fund ready to go. You're telling me they don't have a relief fund they're going to offer day dot on a tragedy that there's literally a prophecy for? There's a prophecy for this.
Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
All right.
Whoa. Spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Malus's book and decided
They've
to make
known
a
them
list
for a
of
long
everything.
time.
This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then
And then, since Malus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand
I
of
miss
my own.
Malus, bro.
But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see.
What is a shorthand?
Wait,
Like
there's
symbols?
nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols.
Like abbreviations for things?
This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
Paimon, don't you know that means rebuilding Poisson and creating equality of Fontaine? Or it's just like she's not even a
The
politician
first one
or
has to
something.
do with
Like,
confirming the final payment amount
That's
for
what I'm
the
saying.
fishermen,
Yep.
while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Okay, well, that's not the one I predicted.
Okay, Paimon
I was
can
misunderstanding.
definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just use standardized shorthand symbols next time. Maybe just write out each item next time. People do this to remember stuff. They like write shorthands. Doctors and pharmacists do this a lot. You know what? Now that I think about it, I worked in a pharmacy for years. I do remember this. I don't remember it being called shorthand. Like I remember seeing
Thank
symbols
you for your advice.
on my boss's
These
stuff.
are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
They're gonna be the most important things of the day of the quest.
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
A date with Navia sounds like a good day to me, bro.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
I'd be interested in taking a look. It'd be a pretty nice break too.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Nice.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
While they let you have a way out of the quest, I still got something to do, so why don't you head over there first? Sounds good to me. I mean, I'm gonna go with her, but like, what happens when you click this?
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
Just let you like go do other things for a little while? Maybe it's just a shortcut for fast traveling.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
One thing we really need from Genshin in the future is some different NPCs. I mean, we did have some new NPCs with Sumeru, and I know there's a couple new things within like Fontaine, but all the main core like character ones that are involved always look like one of 5 or 6.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
That would never happen, buddy. I mean, it seems like an easy thing to do. I don't know. Spina di Rosula was one of the main sponsors of the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Uber boats, not advanced around here.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
She never thought about this.
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is.
It's a cute Melazine who
What my
mans it
father was
too.
like, even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Something that big wouldn't have been just his call. Perhaps the rest of Spina didn't see a point to having a 4th line.
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My
Where did
father
she
was
walk
always
to?
really stubborn. Once he made up
Where
his
did she
mind,
go?
good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I
Tough.
wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Tough.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
Leslie. Oh my god, it's
All right,
Susley, guys.
then let's head out.
She operates a boat now. Alright, let's go to Spina de Brusula. Whoever's gonna be replacing Malus and Silver, it just ain't gonna be the fucking same. Let's be real. They might be good, but Navia needs helpers. She had helpers or people
It'll
with
be a
them
while
inside
before
of
we get to
the
Poisson. Let's
demo.
keep talking.
This is cute.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Paimon, you just got right into
I'm
it.
sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
Oh. New day, same Paimon bringing up trauma stuff. Thanks for the sub,
that's
by the
all right.
way.
I've heard many
Thanks,
stories
Dad.
about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously.
Paimon being a new quest every single time, like, hey, here's your like really deep trauma. Let's talk about it, like right now.
While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just
The
a
music
well-matched
is so good
couple,
in the
but
background.
fantastic business partners as well.
I love the music today.
Yeah.
Very
but
elegant.
Those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her.
Dang.
But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning.
Love how she keeps pulling from Silver and Malus a lot already.
I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea.
I wonder how long it's been since the tragedy of everything that happened in Poisson.
I've lost many beloved people and
In-game.
memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Missing Malus and Silver, bro.
Of course, I still haven't really gotten used to a life without them. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles.
True.
Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
She's got to go look good for the people. She's a leader of her own little section of Fontaine.
We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Poisson. See what additions we got up in here. What's new in Poisson?
Navia, do you think she's doing all right?
Absolutely not. She's coping in her own way.
Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Damn. Enter Poisson. Are there any changes here? Well, it's not as destroyed as last time. There's not as many people as there were last time. We know why that is. Oh, there you are.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
I feel like this is a very unique looking NPC with the facial hair. We don't see too many with facial hair like this. Also, when are we gonna have a playable character with facial hair?
Oh, hey!
Is that ever gonna be a
good to
thing?
seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Maybe this quest is her finding her new Malus and Silver.
Thank you for the compliment,
That's
boss.
the whole thing. I thought it'd be a small part of it, but I bet this is like gonna be overcoming grief arc.
As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson.
Poisson.
Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson.
And I'm all for that, but aren't we already kind of suffering on funds as it is just to make people live, though?
But since my father was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
I think we cleared all that up, didn't we? Like,
But now that his name has been cleared,
there we go.
and the town is
Right.
also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people
Oh,
of
nice.
Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss
Comes from the
Clementine and
people.
Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Should Navia be on there as well? Or like, she probably doesn't want to.
Me? I'm just the
She
newbie
doesn't wanna be.
president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
Dude, the amount of things you have done in the couple of months we've been here is insane.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Can y'all imagine Genshin Impact goes on for a couple decades? Are you also gonna be playing when you're 35, 55,
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
100 years old?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding.
It'll probably
There's
be a decade-long
no way that I'd
game.
accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
Which would save the entire nation? Or like, did he do that too from the primordial sea? Oh, he didn't. Got it. I mean, I'm sure he's done a lot though, but well, if that's what you think.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet.
I mean, think about it. Honkai Impact 3rd has been around for about since 2016-ish. So we're getting close to that, 8, 9, 10-year mark. Probably has like another 2 or 3 year cycle in it. So probably 10 years for
Anyway,
this.
Florent,
This is like a bigger
now
game
it's up
though.
to us to confirm the final design, right?
Could be around
We
longer.
can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses.
Yeah, the
for Miss
timer's gone up
Clementine
more,
and Mr.
Shao.
Callis.
Even more time on the
But
timer.
we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you, come over here with me.
Bro, I love it when she like asks me to go do stuff with her. She's my bestie. Also, why did you move 5 feet away and ask me to come there?
Modeling a few poses, of course.
Oh.
Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
Oh, damn. A dream come true.
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
She want me to be her partner. She said it.
Florent,
What
let's
up,
grab
Gino?
some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Da, da, da.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've
So you
actually
know how to
discussed it a bit with
pose.
Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
So I get to be a model director.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
T-pose. Oh, we don't like that one? Okay, cool. How about something happy? Something happy.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Yeah. Shell's tall. Sorry.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Yes. Are you being a hater?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
I literally just said it.
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
I do not like this session.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
Bro, Paimon, what do you know about this? You can't even see Navi's face now.
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off.
Paimon did
Forget
not
it,
cook.
let's try something else.
Do not let Paimon cook.
Imposing, huh?
Imposing.
Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Damn. That one goes fucking crazy. I like that one.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
Yeah, that one's got like power behind it and stuff.
Isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person?
Bro.
If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
There ain't no damn way.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something
I
else.
got one more in me. Looking to the distance. This feels a bit too like I'm too above y'all.
Ah, by that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure.
Yeah.
Let's give that a try.
Ain't no way. She's doing the Eren Yeager pose. If we just kill our enemies across the sea.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate.
Maybe tonight, John. We'll see.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
Okay.
But there's something off with the composition.
All right, brother.
This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Do you want her to be taller? I like the other one more.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
You're telling me we don't even know where this is gonna go?
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
True.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
We're not good at this. Let's go. That one's nice. Okay, bro. He's a hater. What would y'all pose as? I'd start
We
twerking.
tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going
like
to do a photo
photos?
shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits!
Like what?
Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city.
We're gonna see
Do
Chiori.
either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Isn't her name Chiori?
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating
Jacques.
Mr. Callus's case, right?
She was always believed that her father, Jacques, was a good person.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
Like a suit?
But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Instead of spending 30 minutes just doing poses.
Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Put it in my scrapbook. This kid always pacing around here. Does he ever get tired? He's always pacing these streets.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Golder. Bro looks tired.
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
Why did he go there? Is Rizzy gonna be involved in this?
That's right. I finally finished
Oh,
serving my time.
wait.
Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought.
He was in prison.
After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home.
He was a prison.
You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
All right, bro. I lived in jail too for like 40 days or whatever. It wasn't that bad.
It's good to have you back, Coulter.
It wasn't
You
that
look
bad.
as well as ever.
It is kind of a hood. He's complaining about great food.
And
Sometimes.
this guy is...
I don't recognize him, so.
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter. another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the fortress of Meripede some time ago.
Of what?
But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Bro got out of prison and didn't know.
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
I thought everybody knew, like everybody, because they all had to evacuate, right? Like, because did he not know?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded.
Oh, I guess I
thought
didn't hear
that
about the
was all there
case
was
with
to
Lenny.
it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Oh, bro's gonna be heartbroken.
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then.
Everyone died, and yeah, Farina is like just a regular person with a vision. by the way.
First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Sasageo.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
We? Or just me, so.
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, that one hurts.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
The music cut.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right?
Who does that?
You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
They're dead, buddy.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
He pulled up asking for Melissa's fish, too.
Malus and Melissa, dead.
He just forgot
They're
Silver.
just gone?
Bro, that's gonna be tough to, like, be in jail, get out, and your, like, friends and family are dead.
Malus. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Paimon, shut the fuck up.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early
Paimon
days
is
of the
one of the.
Spina.
I'm gonna say it.
I can understand how he feels.
Paimon is a bad addition sometimes in these kind of moments. She has no awareness. None. It's gotten worse and worse.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone.
I don't get why they write her
Fair
like this. I
warning.
don't get it.
There was a lot.
And maybe it's just like to point out this whole she doesn't understand humanity thing because she's not a human, but
Okay.
that's a tough one. Let him grieve, Paimon. She completely trashes a mood in all of these scenes, like especially with the Farina quest. Just the most unaware lines known to man. Kind of takes you out of the moment a little bit. I think it's terrible writing for her character, unfortunately. There's a theory that Paimon is purposely written bad so she dies, so
All
feel
of
less
this.
bit's
It's unbelievable. I can't
Well, it's
believe
still
that
bad.
those stories were real. It all really happened.
Still
Has
pointless.
the world gone mad?
She's not dying at Natlan's, no way. Had I personally experienced all those events, I would have found them very difficult to accept.
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabrières is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network. We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Romeu. French is crazy.
Romu?
She's the sacrifice for Signora's resurrection. That would be the plot twist of all plot twists if that were to happen.
Not a name I've heard before either.
I don't know that name.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships.
An investment long term.
Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Damn.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
I wish we got to meet him.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
True. You can see how that ended up with his life.
Yeah. You could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
That couldn't have been the first time a dispute like that happened, right?
Oh, that's a good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh, yeah. It eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like
That's every day. Wow. Genius line.
He used to be a lot better.
I'm gonna use that line in the
counsel.
future.
With him listening
I'ma
to our
steal
advice and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years.
If you hear that again in any of my other videos, no you didn't. I made that up.
But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
Oh.
So they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
True.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low
We
for
aren't
a
either.
while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
Damn.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeu's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Now I'm on high alert.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll
Those
let
gonna be my
men
new
know right away.
guards. We need new guards for Navia. She could do her own
Thank
crit
you for
damage
that,
though.
Florent.
So maybe she don't need
And
guards.
Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
I hope they let us demo her before the end of this.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk?
You want to talk about all this?
I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now.
Bro, imagine coming home and hearing this.
I'll just never see them again.
You're just like so excited to see your friends and your family. You get home and they're dead.
In that case,
Fucking
why don't we go
crazy.
back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform
That
while we're
guy.
there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two?
Yeah.
You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of course. That's fine by me.
That's what I thought.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We want to see Adele to cheer up. We want to see the future star of the Spina de Rosula.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
I think companion-wise, Navia, best person to hang out with in Fontaine. Best of anybody. She's the most wholesome and cheery. She's the most like business boss lady. I like the vibes of hanging with her more than anything. Like even hanging with Neverlet is really cool. But Navi is this like warm, bright, like fluff ball of, I don't know, joy.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
Oh, my stamina.
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as
I
something
can't
like
walk.
a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few
Hi, Kill.
days before we return.
Look at the stream, dude. Hope you guys are
Sounds
enjoying
good.
the event tonight.
I've
Why did that cut off when I look at my map? Oh my god. Come on, Paimon, let's make you do some work for once. Get your feet on the floor. I wonder if she could walk if she actually tried to. It'd be weird to see her on the floor. Here we are.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
What's up, Cypress?
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before.
His body don't quit.
It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
I feel like Paimon would walk on the floor and be like a little bam, 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 like a little donk walk. What up, Cadence?
Well,
Welcome to the
Paimon
stream.
thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two.
I didn't expect this quest to have his like sadness be so like main focus.
The Spina was still on the rise back then.
Apple can't run.
Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
I don't really think it's a bad thing though. He sounds like he's a little upset about that.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Anybody got cake or macarons?
Oh, is this another chance to try some of
Macaron.
Navia's macarons? I've been
Macaron.
dreaming of them.
Yeah, she got the best macarons all around. What's up, Parker? I like celebrating the holiday service.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more.
Damn. Paimon be fucking eating.
Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
They're gone.
Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients,
Where's the stove at?
seems like we're all out of flour and sugar.
Ah,
The two most important ingredients of all.
should I go get some?
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We're gonna go into the city to get flour, sugar, come out, make the macarons, go back into the city for Adele.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
Oh, that's great.
I'm already
Then I'll
have
leave
it.
the ingredient gathering to you.
Where do
as
we
long as
put
we
it?
have
What
some
bag?
sweet flowers and wheat, I can start the baking.
What bag?
And I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Guys, this is literally the only grass around.
Great.
It's
Then
only
I'll
grass.
prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
Where's the stove? Is the stove in the room with us right now? Oh, you literally have a stove in your pocket. What? All right, Navia. I got some flour. Can you give me some sugar? That was a pretty good one, though.
Ah, how did it go? Did you find the ingredients?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got like 300 of them.
You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Let's see how good these look. Where's she getting a mixer from and all this
These
other stuff?
macarons look and taste magnificent.
You're
cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Macaron look magnificent.
Boss's baking skills have
Ours.
always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how
you say to
exceptionally
my girl?
talented she is.
Look how big they are. Our macarons like really hard to make too. She just does it like so easily.
Oh, it's just a
What's the dog
hobby.
doing?
There's no need to praise me for it like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
We literally are nomads. We don't live here.
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
Paimon and Lumine in these suits every day would kind of go hard.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one
Right, I
place
could
for
never.
long.
True.
The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides,
We could make this
after
mission great,
everything
though.
we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
It's like you're saying goodbye. I don't like it.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
Macaron. I kind of like how she says macaron.
I understand now.
Macaron.
Then I am very lucky
Macaron.
indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend
Macaron.
together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water in celebration of this moment.
Cheers. I choked a little bit. Huh? Macaron. I thought I heard something just now. Was it some small critter?
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the toast!
May your travels go smoothly.
I'm keeping it
May
safe.
the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time.
She's the master baker. Whoa. Okay, who's in the woods though?
All set?
What was that?
Let's move out then.
Who's in the fucking woods?
I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's
Who's
uniform.
in it?
So we should be able to pick it up right away.
Who's in there? I'm on to you.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
We're going bankrupt, Navia. Please help.
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Demoiselle? Oh, damn, she really is about to go bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all
Right,
know what a
people-
talented businesswoman you are. No, man, don't forget, she's the boss now.
Well, I've been the boss, Coulter. All right, I don't know how long you've been in jail, but I've been the boss.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle.
Demoiselle.
Are you here for the uniform?
Needs more lube. What?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all.
When are we going to see
Any of
Chiori?
your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
That's why she's the GOAT.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
That's not true at all. And I can prove that because I've been live for 105 days straight.
Very well.
Taylor Poppins
Please
for
wait
real.
here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
Yeah, that just kind of came up
She hasn't
randomly.
given me any concrete reasons.
That was so random.
All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person.
That's kind of sweet.
She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
Okay, who is our lurker? We got any lurkers? Any lurkers right here? Which one of y'all is this?
But the Spina is very different
Which lurker
now.
is this?
She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
The two of you have contended with similar circumstances, but why are you guys stalking Navia?
Yeah.
It can't
you could
all be
say that.
you.
By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time.
We call y'all Lurky Larry.
She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I love that emote. Susuke.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older,
Alright,
and
which one
can
to use
really make
this?
that decision for herself.
Bro is inconspicuous. So I wasn't just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler?
He just like had his whole body out. Follow me. Someone's tailing us, Paimon.
Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
We got a fan.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Coulter, you can't come. You're too new to the crew.
Paimon saw them too. They
Come
headed
back.
up.
I will literally shoot you.
right
I will
there.
literally shoot you. I'm shooting. Oh my god, they're getting too far away. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to shoot him and he got a... Okay. Come here, big guy. Yo, what's up, Alish? Yeah, I took a rest day. I need to do another rest day soon, probably, but... We'd be filming a lot of videos.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Martinat.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Kick their ass.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them
Bro,
out!
who the hell is this? Who's Martinet? I'm so... Oh, we get to trial Navia. Dang, I would have put Geo on or like
Stand with me!
something else. Well, I guess Ningguang's my only option. She's not very good. It wouldn't have mattered. I don't have a lot of Geo.
Out of my way!
All right, Navia, go crazy. Here you go, girl.
Feeling
Bang!
lucky? Feeling
Bang!
lucky?
Well, that took him out in one blow.
Hiya!
Damn, look at her weapon. Her weapon looks so cool. Pow. Pow.
Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Well, she kicked him down. Secondary skills with an auto chain.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep
back to back?
silent.
Recognize your situation and don't entertain any fantasies of escape. We've got people up, above, and down below. Is that true? We got him. He's our back up.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken.
There's a 3 NPC. This one's laid out flat. My cam's blocking him, but look at that guy. Buddy's taking a nap.
Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of Navia, not a lot yet, though.
Wait, we're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula.
I'm sorry. What?
We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name?
I don't like his monocle. I hate him. I hate this guy.
But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
But I kind of hate him a little more the way he points. I would advise you to calm down, sir.
Indeed.
We
you
have
haven't got the
guns.
faintest hope of winning right now.
We got a gumbrella.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
To like throw Legos under our feet.
Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
You're lying.
Huh?
You're a liar.
You're pretty sharp. But so what?
What
We
a
didn't do
lie.
anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you
He
anyway.
was all the way on another island, like in Poisson.
Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Yeah, but you were there before you drank.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No
Damn.
matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him.
Say it to my fucking face.
I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
Not gonna lie, I would love to see them in court with Neverlet.
I understand.
Instant guilty.
thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again,
Ugh.
I won't be so lenient next time.
See how she
Understood.
goes from like girly pop sunshine to don't you dare. Like she is girl boss on the flip of a switch.
All right, we get it. Come on.
Well, let's go.
Are
these
you
NPCs
sure it's
outta
okay
here.
to just let them go like that, Navia?
Probably.
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
She has a really good front design. And by that, I mean I really like her jewelry and her neck and her jewelry. Did I say jewelry already?
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an
I might
eye
have said
for an
that
eye
twice,
is
I
a
don't know.
primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk.
I, for one, think she would look cooler if she gave me the jewelry and, like, didn't wear the jewelry.
I still think
'Cause
we
it's, like,
should keep
blocking
an eye out for Romeo's
jewelry's
folks, though.
You know?
If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
some kick ass.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather
How
things
could you
not
hate
go
her?
that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Strip.
Yep,
Everybody strip.
That's how I feel as well.
Strip.
Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
Can I get rid of subtitles? How do I, like, see this without subs?
It's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Probably gonna attack the townspeople too.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Sonde again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Mama, if you don't stop being ungrateful for 2 seconds, you don't even need to stand anywhere, Bo. Do you even go pee? Do you even need a bathroom? What do you need?
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks though.
I would love
Bet you
that.
there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
There once was a grand about a
does
sea.
sound pretty cool.
Alright, let's bring Papa out to eat. I got a Spina di Rosula uniform gift box. So is Shiori not in this quest? Maybe she's just in the limited time event. Like this event here. I don't have Navia at all yet. I would love her
It
though.
really does feel
I really
like
do
this
want her
place
now.
is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the
A
Spina's
boba.
base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
A Boba is one of the best emotes to ever come onto Twitch ever. Oh, Boba.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
Why do you want her in between? I don't know if I want her. She's just really a nice character and also does crazy damage. Like insane damage at C0. Just with like free to play weapons. She's one of the best Geo characters we've had.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go
He's
do
one of
some
the
prep
best.
and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Is it yours? I don't know, girl. What's your room number? Like,
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there
I
are
don't
only
think
so
I'll
many
nerf
rooms
her.
here after all.
I don't think they'll nerf her. I feel like she's not too crazy to the point which is like a problem.
Oh,
I think it's
did
what
I just
it's
hear
what Geo
someone taking a
needed.
dig at
Most
Fleuve
probably.
Cendre?
You think
I'll tell
so?
my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Yeah, Eula does more with physical damage. Geo has been lacking in so many departments. They need to give Geo this win.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia! If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all!
Feels like Paimon attempted to tease a little sister and it backfired.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Paimon's like, I'm gonna die. Okay, well played. Get your ass down. I'm sitting with this random man. Do, 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 do.
Hello? Are you asleep yet?
No, I just got my... hi, Navia. Hi.
No, not at all.
Came over so late.
I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
I mean, shit, I'll open the door.
Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
In the middle of the night?
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
What other prep were you talking about? Yeah, this is the Navia story quest. Oh, boba.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
You're good, since the invitation is coming from you.
I knew it. You really are my best partner.
Thanks, she wants me to stay so bad.
Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
I'd do anything she wants. Oh, boba. All right, we had to all agree not to overuse a boba, so it has its, it keeps its shimmer.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
Playing Honkai Star Rail, I'll be like,
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
it's gotta be some deep joke.
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
Automation is more efficient. I really like Paimon's method of manual all the way. There's gotta be some deep joke here about the differences between the two games. Automation more efficient.
That's how I feel as well. To me, I'm happy as long as I catch some fish.
What's up, Divina?
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
What I be saying?
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even
Sleep
sleepier if I
deprivation.
delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Your mom?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a
crab.
happy and secure childhood.
See the crab in every cutscene is the funniest thing. Thanks to the hydrate.
All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too.
The bodyguards.
No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
He was kind of more harsh than I ever
Yeah.
imagined he was.
Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
I didn't realize how strict he was.
When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities.
Damn.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
I know this is a sad moment for her, But what if this is like foreshadowing some bad stuff that happens to us? You know? What if we have some people do this for us in the future? Like Paimon, who knows? I'm so sorry, Navia. It must be hard.
Sorry. Sorry. I
That's
shouldn't have
deep.
brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Instead of beating their asses.
Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the
Automation!
line.
Playing Honkai Star Rail, I got my materials on the line. Let's go!
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together.
Oh.
We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too?
You want me to be useful in this game for once in the entire video game? Finally managed to reel in the prize catch together. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to rack up catch after catch. While for some reason, Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Navia is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back that Paimon discovers the real reason to the mystery of why she didn't get a single bite.
You didn't attach a hook to your rod?
Does bro know how to fish? Maybe Malus and Silver always did it for her? Like,
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day.
here we go again.
We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
They're in the Fluisandra right now. Wait!
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so
What?
I guess that makes it fair.
Why was he talking to him? Florent. He was talking to Florent.
Well,
Am I crazy?
if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
Florent, what's going on?
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today.
Good night, Navia. And come hit my door up any night. Any day.
See you tomorrow.
Any hour of any time. Dun, 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 dun. Navia did not care.
How was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
What is he cooking? What was he talking to Florent about? I mean, what was Florent talking to the other guy about?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
I'm just tired, man. Where did you get that?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
I'm just tired, bro. I'm just tired.
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Even Navi was like, bro.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
Live Mafia boss reaction. Sino 2.0, but smaller and way worse. All right, let's go.
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court too.
Oh.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Oh.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
You can stop being such a buzzkill.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
The Traveler.
It's been a while!
Hi.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case.
NPC number 4.
I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine.
She's every NPC.
You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too! What's in this thing? Can I look?
This is her outfit.
Of course. Go ahead.
An official suit. I want to cosplay as this.
It's a Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Gotta grow up, kid. Grow up faster.
Well,
Drink
it's
your milk.
a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety.
It'd be cool if we like played the game for so long that this girl actually grew up. She was a member of the Spina de Rosula.
So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it.
I'd still be
Well,
impatient as a kid.
Thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
I demand in now.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard.
Coulter, who are you
You've
talking
got to
to?
be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Hey kid, I know your dad died and all, but you want to join the funny French mafia?
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson,
That was
even if
sweet.
you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Family.
Boss!
Florent, what were you all talking about last
Huh?
night?
Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeo and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
Huh?
What? Explosives? What do they want?
Do not tell me they got this from Klee.
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday.
We got a bomb?
But Romeo and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Could they have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
They're gonna bomb the city?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Darth Vader's theme starts playing. Imperial March. Klee just comes out of the smoke.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Wait, that could mean
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
they're gonna blow the bridge.
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
And crash our whole little city.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson.
Bro, there's like not that many people, but damn. It's that small little village to be ruining. For why?
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
The Arc 2.0.
My dear partner,
What's the origin
can I
of this
leave the
ship again?
Clementine line to you? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground.
Bro, that's kind of a lot of pressure.
Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Bet.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
She asked me to do something, I'm there. She needs something, I'm there. Need a footstool, I'm there. I will
Let's
be
go,
there
you
no
two.
matter what.
We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Huh?
Watch out, boss!
What? Sir! Bro! Where'd you get kunai, number one? Number two, did you just attack
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
Navia?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
Dude just tried to assassinate Navia.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too?
We saw him talking to somebody. in the Fluisandra, but I thought it was Florent for a little bit, but it could have been the other guy.
I get it now.
Bro has a
You
cool
knew
eye.
about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's
In front of the kid
because
too, right?
out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
What? What?
You better stick close to me.
It said Florent can be trusted at least.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler.
So that's why
you
you
never
really
gave
came
me a
home.
chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
What the for what would you gain?
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question.
Here's the rule number 101. You got a gross ass mustache like that, you can't be trusted. We should have known the second we saw two little pieces of fur on either side of his mouth looking like that we couldn't trust this motherfucker.
You never saw the heyday of Spina
I
di Rosula,
thought that thought.
nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson.
Nobody's saying has a mustache like that.
But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little.
Giving him a fisherman's eye.
And it was all because of you, Navia. Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Melusan Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Melus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Melus as soon as I got out.
He says blasted fortress as if it wasn't a 5-star hotel.
Back then, because of that aqua bus,
Well, they
we
hot
had a
leader.
huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
Damn. Oh.
I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else.
His performance
But
is
what
very
left
savage.
now of either
Very
besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Get your gun brother ready.
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all?
Bro, that is fucking insane.
Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because
He's
you're Callus
projecting.
and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
I helped save the entire city of Fontaine. What?
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Because if you do falter,
Oh,
there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to
She's-
face
she's
the
got it.
consequences.
her mental's collapsing.
And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
That's what she's already insecure about.
Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too.
Actually, I think she's very nice. That was sweet, Adele. Thank you.
I don't know how to explain it, but I like her. And that's that!
Damn, speak your shit, Adele.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow
He's
managed to
projecting
pin
his
the blame
own-
for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Yeah, our own things on this.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
What are you gonna do, Coulter? Tickle me with that mustache?
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Florent, I have a gunbrella.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Damn! Girl bossing. Oh, we're only 1-on-3? Where'd y'all come from, by the way? We got Tubby and Dumpy over here. What is this? All right, come here with my gunbrella.
Feeling
Bang.
lucky?
Damn. Damn. Watch him get absolutely bodied. This is insane.
Attack!
Yes.
That's the way.
Dude, okay, I gotta pull more for her. She's so damn cool. Dumbass.
Oh,
Bro, I wonder what happens if you die in a fight like this. I've never done it, but if you just like let them kill you, what happens?
that's the way.
I bet nobody's ever died ever like this. No. Oh my god. Damn, that was cool. That was cool as hell.
Florent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople.
This bro talked all high and mighty with his 2 weak-ass kunai and goofy mustache, but now he's laid on the floor like a plank.
If you find any of Coulter's
planking.
accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians.
Slay, girl boss.
I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss.
I like
I'm on
that.
it.
I like the solo trial of Navia. We don't
Are
see
you
that too
okay,
often.
Navia?
Really forces you to like check her out.
I don't know, but I have to go.
Man, that really almost got to her. A short while earlier, you and Palma dashed to the entrance of Poisson.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line.
That's the second time so far we've been able to play with her
If
too.
they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
All right, let's run. No bombs, no terrorist actions. As long as Clee's not here, we're fine. I do not care about y'all. Oh, here we go. What in the hell is this?
Seems like an emergency.
What's up, gang? You want some Sino feet in your mouth?
Through me, justice is served.
That's it? That's all there.
These must be the explosives, right?
That's all there was to
And
it.
this is the control mechanism.
That wasn't very hard.
How can we disable it? Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
Key. We need a key.
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
An emergency switch off.
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Search the dead bodies. All right. All right, which one of the? No, he doesn't look like. You find anything yet, Paimon? All right, no. Shit. I mean, this guy might. Let's see.
Oh, you found it!
Oh, well, that
That's
was
amazing!
fast. Wait, can I still loot their asses? I'm gonna loot the rest of them. Oh, that's some Mora. I'll take that. Some money. All right, and a radish. Okay, so where did he have that? Lucky guess. Wow. I like how that shoved its way in.
That should do it, right?
Where was the radish? What is the guy doing with the radish up his ass?
Navia and Florent
It's impressive.
should be able to relax now.
We should just check the perimeter just in case.
Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too.
He put it in his ass. I would not eat that radish. Oh. Oh, cutscene. Oh, they have more explosives up top. Poisson is gone.
They're gonna bury Poisson!
Not Poisson! Oh shit! Oh shit! And now we have a whole earthquake of rumbling rock with an avalanche.
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
She goes. Damn! Bang, bang, bang! Dude.
Fire!
Yo! Damn! The music and everything is so great. Oh, she's a must-have character. That was so badass. Girl, boss, gatekeep, gaslight. Wow, that just warmed my heart. I didn't know if I'd pull it first, but I might have to now. I might have to now. That was too good. Demoiselle. Wow.
I heard from Thierry
She
that even
used her
they're your
burst in
enemies
the
now.
cutscene.
They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a you laugh, you lose for her for sure. Now I'm dedicating like at least $5 or more to her.
I have nothing more to say to them.
Damn.
Regardless of whether their hatred
Put
and
'em in
anger
jail.
towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to.
I don't think somebody who tries to act on the city with terrorist behavior should even go to the Fortress of Meripede. They gotta go somewhere worse, like the bottom of the Fortress of Meripede in the dark. They tried to blow up a city with rocks.
Please prosecute them
I
in
wanna kill
accordance to the
people.
law.
I want to see
Spina
the
di
trial.
Rosula will not raise any objections.
What is this crab doing, bro?
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
By the way, the dude just got out of jail. He's going right back.
Everyone! And you are so cool!
Yeah, force him to the Samaria Desert. That's way better.
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
The burst animation was a very nice touch inside of the cutscene.
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well.
Florent, I'm sorry I insulted your facial hair first. I think you're actually a really nice guy. Especially if you shave.
Seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he
The crap
sent
I paid
literally
actor.
everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Got it. That's good at least.
Why is he not in handcuffs? Put handcuffs on him.
Coulter. I can understand how you feel.
No, I don't.
The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious.
She's still nice to him.
I am not callous, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more,
Thank you,
I'd
cameraman.
also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Are you like sorry for trying to kill me, by the way? Or you're just not gonna apologize for that?
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula.
Get his ass out of here. No sympathy.
But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
That's crazy. He literally just tried to kill you, Navia. He tried to murder you. That's crazy.
Thank you.
She's very forgiving.
Navia.
He ain't gonna be discharged for a while. Terrorist acts against the city and also attempt of murder. That's gotta be a couple days longer than eating cake.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
Minimum 20-year sentence, no?
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself.
Like a last connection to her dad.
A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day,
Her mom.
would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
That makes me so sad.
What happened while we were gone?
The crab is ruining the
Honestly, you
moment.
look more upset than tired or anything.
What is he doing here?
Just give her some time.
It's okay. Everything's fine now. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left.
She used it all there at that burst.
Traveler,
Oh,
I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth.
okay.
Do you really see me as your partner?
Yeah.
Of course.
The main voice lines.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
We got one voice line out of Lumine, but you know what? That counts.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
Bro, imagine getting Lumine's VA in the booth for that. All right, we got a nice quest for you to work on here, Lumine. Go ahead and read it out when you're ready. Of course. All right, you're good for the day. Actually, you just get you out of for the year.
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
A little weird, that's true, but that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before. She's just so tired and vulnerable.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Yeah, dude.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
You too, right, buddy?
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
Huh?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me.
The statue.
Everything is already prepared.
The statue.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
She sounds so exhausted. The VA did so great on this.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
I recently just followed her voice actress on Twitter too. She's very talented. She's got such like an apple crisp tone to her voice. It's so crisp.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
Wait, look. The kit's here and everything. She got her diver's suit on.
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was
The
finished,
kid can't hold back her assignment. She's like,
but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before. So I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
It's gonna be the statue. Dad, Mom. Little Navia. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's so good. Her dad was kind of hot. Her mom was hot too.
This is
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Papa, Mother, and me.
That's so cute. It actually makes me want to like tear up. That's adorable.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
It's so cool to see how her mom would have looked.
It is indeed.
The genes are too
To be
good,
honest,
man.
we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
Yeah, she looks just like the mom she'd never met.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
You're part of the family, bro.
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
Buddy smokes a pack a day.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
Thanks, Adele.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
Damn. Feels strong, man. Feels so strong.
That's what we believe as well.
I will always believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
They gave her that. They gave her the opportunity to do something she never thought she could. What an amazing ending to a quest. Bro, Drake's all around. Claps in the chat. That was beautiful. She's got one more line, I'm sure. That was so
Seems
good.
like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a
So
more
good.
reliable
Such a good
president
quest.
for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
About the gift for the townspeople.
I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait.
Yeah, she doesn't
I've always
have
been
that.
super jealous of other people's family photos.
She doesn't have any of
I've
it.
never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own.
Gives me
Especially
chills,
not
man.
like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all.
That was sweet. Is there more?
It seems like looking back on it,
About Clementine.
I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well.
Meow!
In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan.
Meow!
I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines.
There's one more line to hear. I want to hear this last line.
It seems like looking back on it,
I'm
I'm
about asking,
honestly
do you really see me as
embarrassed
your
by-
partner?
Whoa. Why'd you have to remind me?
She was
Please
vulnerable.
don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for
She
me.
was just vulnerable.
Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Wait, but it'd also be bad if you were to forget it. Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
That was really cute. I think that this is one of the best endings for a character like a character's own emotional state to be able to get what they need. I think Genshin scales very well over time. You can see it as you go through these individual story quests. There's also a lot that I haven't seen yet, but I just feel like from what I have seen, this has gotten a lot better in terms of how they deliver their cinematic at the end. Her burst was involved. The stakes were pretty high. I feel like every story quest has this rhythm to it where it might feel like it starts a little slower, but it comes back around at the end. It's a very important tie-in as a whole, but you know what? Meows all around. We finished another quest. Thanks for watching with us over on YouTube. Subscribe, come to the Twitch stream down below, and I'll hopefully see you guys soon. Let me know what you thought. Thanks for watching along. Take it easy. See you soon, everybody. Meow.